Are you mispronouncing these common English words? I know that English pronunciation is not easy. We have so many exceptions to spelling and pronunciation rules, and it can be really hard to know what's right and what's wrong. In today's lesson, I'm going to show you 10 common words that so many of my students pronounce incorrectly. I'm going to train you to pronounce them correctly. This list includes lots of words that even native speakers mispronounce. So let's get started with number 1. How do you pronounce the word in bold? I do for a run in the morning. This word here causes so much confusion with my students. Is it often or is it often? It might be one of the most controversial words in the English language. Often or often? I have said often in the past in my videos, and I have received comments correcting me. This one is a trick question. I just wanted to highlight it because it's so important. I often see it miscorrected. Both often and often are correct and commonly used. I grew up in Bedfordshire, and often was most commonly used. I've heard teachers say that often is incorrect. It is not. It's widely accepted. Use whichever feels most natural to you. Often or often. Number 2. How do you pronounce the word in bold? I use a moisturizer to my skin. Would you say soften or soften? If you said soften with a t sound, I'm sorry, but this time you are wrong. Soften should always have a silent T. I use a moisturizer to soften my skin. I was in a yoga class the other week. I couldn't relax because the teacher kept telling me to soften the muscles in my face. Don't make the same mistake she did. Soften the muscles in your face. A quick note on pronunciation here. Even though my yoga teacher mispronounced soften, it didn't impede my understanding. The most important thing in English is communication. When work on fine-tuning your pronunciation if you want to. By the way, number 3 is a word that I used to mispronounce all the time when I was young. I can still hear my mum correcting me. We rely on energy. The correct pronunciation is nuclear. Nuclear. But enough as people get confused with where the y is and say nuclear, nuclear, or nuclear. They add in an extra y sound. Make sure you get it right by saying nuclear, nuclear. Now in North American accents, they will drop the y sound from the first syllable. Nuclear. But it should be nuclear, not nuclear. It's very subtle, but it's a mispronunciation I hear often, or often. Think of it as if you're combining the words new and care. Nuclear. Nuclear. Okay, number 4. I'm a big fan of music. When you pronounce this, do you pronounce the L? I don't blame you. A lot of people do, but this is incorrect. The correct pronunciation is folk. Folk. I'm a big fan of folk music. The letter L is often silent when it comes after a vowel sound and is followed by a consonant sound. Not always, often. Can you think of any more examples? Here are some. Read them out with me now to practice. We have half, calm, yoke, palm, and this last one that lots of people get wrong, almond. Many native speakers do actually pronounce the L in almond and say almond or almond. It's controversial. I don't want to get into it. In general, we say almond. And here's something else to add to the confusion. Many native speakers drop the L sound in several words spelt A-L, when technically it should be there. Here are some examples. Although becomes although. Already becomes already. All right becomes all right. And always becomes always. I did this myself in fast speech. Already, all right, always. Okay, number 5. I took some for my headache. Okay, this word is so difficult to spell that it's not surprising that loads of people mispronounce it. The most common pronunciation is ibuprofen. Ibuprofen, with the main stress on the third syllable. But lots of speakers misplace the stress and say ibuprofen. Another tricky thing about this word is the invisible y sound before the oo. Ibuprofen. This word causes so much confusion. Can you believe I've even heard this pronounced? Ibuprofen by some native speakers. If in doubt, just ask for a painkiller instead. Okay, let's move on to a picture round. We have some words that confuse so many of my students. Firstly, what is this? For those who can't see the screen, it's a leafy green vegetable used as the base of salads. It is a lettuce. Lettuce. I know, it's tempting to see the letter U and say something like netus or metas, but we need to use the short I vowel sound here. Metis, lettuce. Can you think of any other words that are spelt with a U that are pronounced with a short I sound? Here are a few. Read them with me to practice. We have izzy, ismith, and minute. Got it? We'll try a full sentence together. I'll highlight the other I sounds too. Repeat with me. Give me a minute. I'm a bit busy with my lettuce business. I imagine that's the first time anyone has said that sentence. No one on earth could have said that sentence before. It's so random. Give me a minute. I'm a bit busy with my lettuce business. Okay, number 7. What is this? A beard. So many students often get confused when pronouncing this word and 3 other similar words. What do they call these? We have beer, bear, bird. Very similar to beard. Beer as in an alcoholic drink. Bear as in the animal that lives in the forest. Bird, the flying animal. And beard, the hair on your face. I want to help you remember the difference between these confusing words once and for all. So we're going to use some short rhymes to memorize the different pronunciations. Are you ready? Read along with me. He's got a weird beard. Same pronunciation there. He's got a weird beard. That deer's drinking beers. That deer's drinking beers. A bear cut my hair. A bear cut my hair. The bird is a nerd. The bird is the nerd. Okay, here are some more images for you. What is this? And what about this? Picture 1 is of a delicious cake or something, and picture 2 is of a very dry, sandy area. Word number 8 is desert. Desert. We stress the first syllable and then use the weak vowel sound, the schwa, in the second syllable. Desert. Desert. Desert is stressed on the second syllable and has a vowel sound, like a her. Dessert. Dessert. Can you hear the difference? Desert. Dessert. Here they are in a sentence. We had ice cream for dessert in the desert. Now, the spelling of these 2 very different words is so similar that it's not surprising they get mixed up. Okay, another pair of images for you now. Number 9. What is this? It's blue with clouds in it. What is it? And what about this? It's a man going down a mountain really fast. On 2 planks. So we have sky, as in high in the sky. And then we have ski with the long E sound. Often, my students will confuse these vowel sounds. Sky, ski. And our last, number 10. What's the dog doing with the bone? He's putting it in the ground. He is burying it. For the verb berry with the letter U is pronounced the same as the fruit berry with the letter E. Berry, berry. The letter U causes many of my students to say borean or burying. So that's incorrect. It should be berry with an E sound. Berry, burying. This word confuses a lot of native speakers too. There's a place called Bury in the north of England near Manchester, and not even the residents seem to agree on the correct pronunciation. Some say berry rhyming with berry, and others say bury rhyming with curry. So, how many of these incredibly common words were you pronouncing correctly? Let me know your score in the comments, and tell me has any pronunciations surprised you. I really hope you enjoyed today's video.